recording.
No idea.
All right. I
Sounds
would
really
please kindly, if everybody can mute themselves, that'd be great. That way he's not bothered. If you guys do have questions, type it in. He'll get to them. If we don't get to the questions, just I'll ping him. I'll be looking at chat too. So just if everybody wants to mute, that'd be great. Let me make sure I'll give one more tag to everyone. SofBot lesson. I'll forward
Yeah,
them in
everyone
chat.
shows up when you ping them, huh? Shit. I see how it is.
Shut up, Sofortune.
They probably miss you for being on vacation for so long, Kizzy.
Yeah,
How's your
bro.
vacation, by the way?
It's
You
gonna
still
be a
enjoying it?
fucking permanent vacation, I think, soon.
All right. Yeah, so what's up? So I'm just going to walk through SoftBot and kind of what everything means and how you look at it. The one I have up right now, this is like a new version I'm about to push out. It's just got a bunch of other stuff in it that I've been working on. But essentially, I mean, what it is right now, it's allowing us to visualize um, where the big guys are positioned, and that essentially defines the market structure. Okay, and so this is like the main tool here. And I mean, this is nothing secret. I mean, anybody can make this. I mean, it's just based off of open interest, gamma of the particular contract. There's different ways you can factor in like volume and other confluences too into your formula, but the primary thing is open interest and gamma. Okay, so this is no secret here. And so here we have basically five strikes. Usually we play 0 days on these, so this column is the most important. What we've seen in the past is when you look at this. So before I had 0 to 30 days, but I've changed it now. I get the entire chain every expiration. But it doesn't make much difference because anything past 30 days, there's not usually a ton of positioning out past 30 to 60 days. Okay, so this column here is basically the aggregate surface. It looks at every single expiration. And so in this new version, you can actually increase the number of expirations if you want to see further out. Okay, but more easily, you can just highlight over here and you can see the dominant expiration. So let's look at this one, for example. This 7250. So we see it's a big node up here. I mean, relatively big compared to everything else. And the dominant expiration is April 27th. Yesterday, this 7200 was saying April 15th. Okay, if you looked at yesterday. So in case you don't have like all the expirations shown, you can still see what date they're positioned on. Okay, over here, this thing I stole from Lance. It's a good idea. This basically shows how the gamma is changing. This is over a 30-minute period. Okay, so this is minute 1 or t minus 30, and this is t minus 0 over here. And it shows how the gamma exposure is going up or down based off of how price is moving, how all these values are changing. So it basically it's a point in time, each of these points, and it's 30 minutes. Okay, this is put call volume. This is also over the last 30 minutes. And so, for example, if you were to see a big spike somewhere in here, then you might say, hey, there's a lot of call volume coming in on this particular strike. And then you might go look at it in UW or something like that to figure out what exactly is going on. Okay. So that's kind of how you read these little spark charts. Okay, these are just the top 4 strikes. So you can see, I mean, it's just like a little cheat sheet, so you can see where they're positioned. These numbers here are the distance from current spot price. Okay. Over here, I mean, this is actually one of my favorite things over here. This basically visualizes all this across a day. So I take a snapshot point in time, snapshot every minute of the day, and we plot the top 4 DEX levels on here, and price. Okay. These here, let me see. So I have 3 different series on here. The green, red, orange are the top 4 DEX levels, and their colors correspond to these colors here. the pause neg 0. This is the chart that would always send before the screenshot. And so basically this, the positive is the highest call volume on the chain today. And then the negative, which is the purple, is the highest put volume. And then this orange is a 0 gamma flip. And so 0 gamma flip is basically when it's the price at which the net gamma would flip. So they take total gamma for all strikes, all expirations, and this is at the price at which it would flip. Okay, so that's what this pink dots are. And so usually how we look at this, a lot of times we can go back, let's say tomorrow, a lot of times yesterday, you'll see they moved, when they, that's not a good example, because price didn't really do what we expected here. So you'll see here they move 0 gamma down throughout the day. And so when you see that, that's usually means price will continue to go down. I'm sorry, this is not 0 gamma, this is put volume. So they move the biggest put strike lower and lower throughout the day. And 0 gamma is coming down. We see the top side coming down as well. And so that's a good indication that, hey, we're going to go lower. A lot of times you'll see this move happen before price actually presents itself. You'll see these present themselves. Okay, maybe this one is better. This is a production version, one that you guys see now. I'm trying to see if we have a good example. Here might be an example. It's not a huge move, but you can see here they brought 0 gamma up and then price went up. This is still, it's a 10-point move in SPX, or a 50-point move in NQ. So this is still not a small move. Okay, so that's kind of this chart. One thing I added on this chart here is what I call the aggregate surface. And it shows, I'm going to change this to 3 minutes, 5 minutes. It shows where the largest nodes are, okay, at the start of each day. So basically for the whole week, now I just started doing this, so we don't have a lot of data. It goes back a few days. But for each day, each trading day, you can see they haven't reduced their position on 7150 and 7200. The OI has not been reduced at all on these. It may have been reduced, sorry, but relative to all the other strikes, these have remained the biggest. Okay, so that continues to be where participants are positioned. Okay, and what I say is in the past, when you see like a big outsized node, let's say we're here today, and then you don't see anything up here, but then you see something up here that's like 1 million, which we've seen before. Every single time so far, those have hit. Okay. Of course, there's no guarantee they're going to hit again, but you can see no matter how low we were, 7150 was always up here. Okay. And it hit today. Right. I believe 7200 will hit before we have a significant sell off. But that could change, of course. So there's no guarantees, no refunds. Okay. Yeah, and then here you can change time frames, 1 minute, 5 minute, whatever you want. You can go back for 5 days to look at previous day price action. I just got to fill in some forward puts.
Heard that.
What? Yeah, you heard that. You can see it down here.
Heard overfill.
Those are 100% now. Just taking some little trims. Yeah, so you can, again, so these positioning, these, like I said, they've hit every single time. There was a few months back, I think we must have been 6,800s or lower, I don't know. And ones that I kept talking about this positioning, they had 7,000, and we just kept saying 7,000. We didn't take it, but it went there. It went there like a week later. And so no matter how far we've been, we've seen it hit. So that's just something that's super interesting to me. Okay. A few more things. Back to this chart here. I'll use this one. Back to this chart here. I've changed a few things. You can use shortcuts now to type tickers in. Okay. It's a lot easier. You can do your favorites. Okay. You could select the number of strikes you want to see. Well, NVIDIA doesn't have many strikes, so but you can just do SPX easier. You can so you can select number of strikes. You can just type in a number here to change the number of strikes to. You can see, I showed this earlier, number of expirations. You can turn on off the aggregate surface. Some of you might be using smaller monitors or something, or half a screen. You might not want so much stuff on there. This is a 1 day delta. I haven't really found this to be that useful because it's kind of noisy, but it shows the delta and the gamma from the prior day. Okay, so it records the value of prior day and then it shows what it is now versus yesterday. Okay, but I don't use it. I put it in there. I thought it might be useful, but I haven't found it useful. Put call volume. I also haven't found this particularly useful either. I mean, it's all in the overlay, the tooltip mouse over as well. But it might be useful for some of you if you're looking at, hey, what strike has the most volume. So that's what that is. This isn't really doing anything right now, so just ignore that. You can make it purple if you want. Okay. Okay, so that's this page. I think I've explained everything right here. And I've tried to make this chart as similar to TradingView as possible. Okay. You can control zoom to lock your zoom anchor to where your mouse is, or just do regular zoom. You can zoom on axes. Over here, you can also type in a time frame just with a number. Okay, to change the time frame. All right. So I think that's all for this page. Here you can toggle panes on and off. Okay, for people with, again, if you don't have a big monitor or whatever, this allows you to remove what you want, and that resets it. Okay, and then so this page here allows you to see multiple tickers. Okay, everything behaves the same way except for the controls are over here, which is their global controls that control all three panes. Okay, but yeah, some people might want to see more than one ticker in here. Okay, so that's basically what this allows you to do, to see multiple tickers at once. And I mean, some ways to use this, like you might put like SPX, QQQ, and SPY, for example, on here. And then when you're seeing like all three are lining up at a major level, I mean, that could be high confluence. Okay, so that's that page. I'm working on this. It's what my objective really for the next things I want to do. I want to build in multiple confluences into the system. So based on GEX levels, because it's kind of like how we trade now. With this, we look at the GEX levels, we look at flow. Those are kind of, I think, the two primary things that I look at. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to basically build in a confluence with the flow with major GEX levels. I mean, flow is the first thing. I think there's many other confluences we can look at, but flow would be first. And so we can kind of line those up and say, hey, we're at a major GEX level. We're seeing, somebody buying these calls in large size at the ask, or something like this, or they're confirmed openers. Then we can use that as confluence and then maybe trigger an alert or something. Okay. And so that's kind of the next thing I want to build into the tool here. Okay. Yeah, so that's basically it. That's what it does. I mean, there's not that much else. Any questions?
Floor is open for questions, guys.
Yeah. No questions?
Now's the time to ask. You might never hear Sofortune speak ever again, so.
I could walk through a couple trades I took with this. So I started using it for individuals, actually.
I'm trying the same thing, Karma. When I grow up, I want to become like Sofortune.
Yeah, right. I've been trying to use this for individuals. And so yesterday I took this MSTR trade, and these must have went 800%. I've been doing a pretty small size because I don't know how well it works yet. But MSTR yesterday, I took longs here. Well, first I scouted my bias. It was long, a bullish on MSTR. And we tapped this gap. I saw it consolidate here. I saw it at level here, and I targeted 180. And I took longs here, and it went straight to 180, and that was the top. Okay.
Let me ask you a question on this while you're on this chart, if you
Yeah.
don't mind. So right now, where it's sitting, right? What would you say? Like, if you off the chart, is there anything you could say right now? Off what are you looking at right now? Anything interesting or like what?
No, I mean we're late in the day, and a lot of
Okay.
moves have been made, so I think it's hard to say right now if there's anything that interests me.
So would you want to see come back to that green level earlier before you enter another trade for the upside? Like the
I
green.
think if we had something positioning down here, I mean we've got filled. That's all we have, right? That's all we know
Yeah.
right now. I think if we had some positioning right here,
Yeah.
I would be interested possibly
Okay.
for a move back.
What if it breaks the 175 level? Would you be interested towards more upside movement if it does?
No, I would rather
Okay.
be long from lower.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to be long up there.
Okay.
Um, and then SNDK I took today. So SNDK, this was crazy trade actually. I actually tried to chase longs in the morning and I got stopped. And then it came back down here, and then the same contracts were like a third of my original entry. Um, and I loaded them up right here. And it literally literally went straight level to level and it stopped. Okay. And a lot of days I just flip through charts, honestly. I mean, I just flip through this thing just because this is just screen time. I mean, you see enough of this and you start to believe that it just fucking works, man. I mean, that's what I can say. I mean, to be honest, Wants used this thing way more than me, especially in the beginning. So I built this tool as like a personal thing. Like I saw some dude was selling this on Twitter for like $600 a month, and I was like, shit, I can make that. I mean, mine probably isn't as sexy as his, but I made it, and then Wants was using it like every day, way more than me, and I wasn't even sure that it worked until I saw him using it and trading with it every day, and then that shit was just working. Um, and then so I started to make it a little more polished the tool, but then I still come back and I look at these charts like every day. I'll just flick through these charts. I'll look at each one. I mean, not every single day, every single ticker follows, reacts off these levels, but
Yeah.
um,
I mean, I would say if anything, guys, if you guys have a filter, build a filter, put those tickers in SofBot in there. If you see flow, go to that chart and look at it. That's how I've kind of been like trying to use it as well, like right, like
yeah,
if
well,
you
that's the objective. That's the objective
yeah
to automate that, right? I mean, even
yeah
Tesla. This is Tesla from yesterday. I mean, look at this shit. I can't make this shit up. I mean, look at it. Actually, I'm gonna go to SPX. So the last few days have been really bad, actually. Okay, because of how choppy we've been. I mean, it's like chop, 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 and you get like a 30-point candle. So last few days haven't been great, but I mean, you can see. I mean, I've been setting these charts like every day on SPX, right? So you can see how historical prices has been reacting. I mean, we have some gaps here because probably the app went down or whatever, the backend went down, so there's missing some data. But um, I mean, there's not really any good examples here. I guess this is probably the best example. I mean, yesterday we started this dump, right? But these levels started to present themselves before we got there. I mean, this was 115. We dumped for 30 more minutes, but this level presents itself 30 minutes prior to 115. And so how these work, by the way, these dots have two things. They have opacity and they have size. And so basically, the opacity and size kind of determine their ranking in the order of largest to smallest. Okay, and so you can see like it started out small, it started to get more and more intense. Okay, and then even when we got down here, we got they became big, full opacity dots. Okay, I mean this was the pico bottom for a how many point move? 400-point move on SPX. from yesterday. So, and again, the last few days have been great, but many days you see this. You'll see the level present itself on the GEX level before price even gets there. Yeah, and so I mean, when you see shit like this, I mean, 7150's been up here, and we're here, right? I mean, I thought we might do yesterday, but we didn't. But sorry, this is not 7150. This is 160. But 7150 was here. I mean, this has been sitting here all week, and we hit it. Okay. So yeah, that's it. I flip through these charts all the time, just give myself more screen time, to get more comfortable with this, to get to understand how price reacts. I mean, here you see Palantir today come up to 142. I mean, sure overshot a little bit, but straight to 140. It's not a huge move though. You see price here. Look at this shit. Price opened yesterday, hit 150, almost to the tick, and just sold. Okay, I mean, sure, it blasted through this level, but that's fine. I mean, if you're in this trade, you're taking your TP here, and on the runners, came back up here, didn't quite touch it, but I mean, I think this still counts. 10 cents off, sold off, wick back up. I mean, here, same shit. I mean, every day, same shit, different ticker.
So if Karma has a question, it says how many people play EOD Lotto? I haven't been able to rely on SofBot for EOD Lotto for the last 10 to 15 minutes.
Wants is the best at that.
Yeah, once is
Wants
probably the
plays
question.
every day, man. Wants lives and dies by softball for a lotto.
That'll be
I don't know Wants on here or not. Where's Wants?
He's here.
Wants. What are you doing, Wants? The people have summoned you.
Yeah.
Stop talking. I mean,
He's probably in Jollibees.
Wants just takes the strike. He just takes the strike.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
Yeah, he just said it. You just see the strikes and you take it. That's what.
But the last few days have been not very good. Not I said not very good. The last few days, price has been really shit. I mean, these are probably been some of the. I mean, unless you're catching these boners, these have been some of the nastiest trading. I mean, look at this shit. Who's gonna? You can't. I mean, any money in options on this shit. Look at this. Look at this shit. I mean, yeah, sure, dumb, but you're gonna go through all this shit. This is like 2 hours of this shit.
Yeah.
Look at this fucking shit. What is this?
Guys, I will also say, like, these EOD lottos, though, you guys just realized, right? Bonds' account compared to some people's accounts are completely different. So lotto for him is a lot of different lotto for you. I mean, if anything, I would try and, if rather than XPX, do maybe SPY or like QQQ or IWM, right? Like make it a little bit more cheaper for you guys who can play the lottos, because once his lotto is like $3 and I'm sitting here, I'm like, bruh, my lotto is like 50 cents, right? Like that's the difference. So just also remember that, play according to your portfolio, and lotto is zero, size is zero. So
yeah, so Cat, you're asking about other tickers. Yeah, I mean, I should put a few more in here already. But yeah, I plan to add more. I'm gonna add them slowly. I just don't want to break it. I wanted to make sure everything was stable first before trying to add more tickers. So yeah, I definitely plan to increase the ticker list. What's one showing yesterday's close? Why is he showing that? Oh, SofBot at 71.10 on yesterday, and yesterday we closed. Yeah, so SofBot did. Let's zoom in here. So at the very end of day, well, I don't really know. See what he sees here. We had a dot here. This is after the move, so that's yesterday, right?
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Waz is the best at these end-day lottos. He does them a lot better than me. I'll say that. I'll move it up now. Yeah, so add meta. Yeah, I can add meta in there. Probably one of the next ones I'll add. What is the percent change baseline? Is the change for session open? Last calculation. So you're talking about this delta, I assume, flip bot.
Anthony, your mic's
Uh,
hot, by the way.
we can mute him. Um, Flipbot, if you're asking about the percentage, yeah, this is D1 delta, so D minus 1 delta. So yeah, basically yesterday's at close Gex value minus current Gex divided by current Gex value. So that's what these percentages are. Any more questions?
Yeah, any more questions? Now's the time to ask.
I actually don't look at it, K, to be honest. It's there, but I haven't figured out how to use it well. So I don't find it useful. I think it's probably best for at open. And you can see, hey, these particular strikes have changed the most since yesterday's close. Percentage change throughout the day. So that's this guy here. So this is not throughout the day. This just shows the last 30 minutes. So it's kind of showing if something is accelerating or growing in the last 30 minutes, which will give you, maybe an indication of what's to come. I don't have a percentage change throughout the day on here. I did 30 minutes here, but I think if you're doing it longer, this chart starts to look really flat. If you're doing it longer, you don't see when there's a move, it's not going to look big. You have to draw your attention to it. Yeah, if you guys have been trading these last few days, okay, it's fucking horrible. Honestly, like I wouldn't. You can't trade options in this shit unless you catch one of these like these moves. For example, like if you let's say you were trying to trade in this slop right here. These are just gonna get faded out. You unless you're taking profits for like 10%, 20%. If you're not, then this is just gonna just keep losing value whenever every retrace. So these last few days haven't been the best for getting into options. We haven't really had a trend day. Market has been moving up, but we haven't had a trend day at all. Unless you got it at the lows here. If you look at, I sent this chart in the channel earlier, but if you look at the hourly chart on, let's look at the daily chart. Why does this chart look like this? It's not look right. Because it doesn't have overnight session. So it says US 500, which has overnight session. Again, unless you're getting long down here and you're holding, then all this shit. Yeah, this trended up. This is the hourly chart. It trended up, but you're not. These options are just getting wrecked through all this slop. So wants to talk about zero gamma right now. So right here, what he's talking about right here, we can see zero gamma is moving up all day. Okay, so we remain bullish until you start to see. Not only do you see zero gamma moving up, but you see the largest put strike moving up as well. And I don't even know where the must be hidden behind here somewhere. Yeah, it's behind these. Let me turn this off. So you see they've been moving up the largest call strike too, but also these act as ceilings and floors. Also, you'll see that a lot. Let me try. If you look here, this was the top, hit the largest call strike, and it dumped. Again, this is not good examples in these days, to be honest, because prices are so shit. But oftentimes we see rejections, whether bullish or bearish, at these major positions. Again, this is all part of market structure. That's why. This is where participants have traded the most. And so if somebody's in a position here and it hits a strike, they're probably gonna exit their positions. They're probably gonna sell. Okay. and likewise for puts. And so that's why we see reactions at these levels a lot of times. Yeah, so once it's just describing how he uses these pause and negative GEX options levels, put call levels. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Any other questions?
I think might be it, right?
Okay.
All right. I
Did you
will.
see
I have this.
SofBot?
Yeah, I have this recorded. So whenever I get the time, I'll upload it. I don't know when I have the time, but I will do that when I have the time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. No more questions. Feel free to message me if you guys have questions. Also.
All right, guys.
All right.